Hello, this is GV Novice, and today we're diving into the top 10 games similar to Valheim. Survival crafting games have exploded in popularity, but few capture the magic of exploring dangerous worlds, building epic bases, and battling powerful enemies quite like Valheim. In this list, we'll look at titles that deliver that same sense of discovery, challenge, and co-op adventure, each with its own unique twist. So grab your gear, gather your friends, and let's jump right into our countdown. Let's start our top with Grounded 2. Released in early access on July 29, 2025, this sequel makes the backyard survival concept bigger than ever. Now you explore a massive Brook Hollow park, with icy biomes, anthills, and overgrown playgrounds. Key features include insect companions called buggies, deeper crafting and new armor tiers, and expanded base building. Plus, you can team up in 4-player co-op. The game is available on PC and Xbox Series XS through Game Pass, with major updates planned every few months, adding bosses, new bugs, and plenty of improvements. Number 11. The Lord of the Rings, Return to Moria. Set in the 4th Age after Sauron's fall, this survival crafting game lets you reclaim the lost halls of Khazad-dûm. You begin with a company of dwarves summoned by Gimli and descend into procedurally generated mines beneath the misty mountains. The core gameplay is all about mining rare resources like mithril and gold, managing hunger, rest, and temperature, crafting armor and weapons, and rebuilding ancient forges. But danger lurks everywhere. Orcs, goblins, and even cave trolls will challenge your survival. You can venture alone or join forces with up to 8 players in co-op to build bases, clear the depths, and restore the glory of Moria. And the story continues with the upcoming Durance Folk expansion, adding new quests, characters, and deeper late-game content. Number 10 in our list, Bellwright. Released in early access on PC in April 2024, this medieval survival RPG combines town building, crafting, and rebellion. You play as a fugitive framed for the murder of a prince. After escaping execution, you return to spark an uprising against the tyrannical crown. To succeed, you'll build and upgrade settlements, free villages, recruit followers, manage resources, and defend against bandits and royal forces. Bellwright features solo and co-op play, skill-based directional combat, diverse biomes with seasonal challenges, and both main story quests and side missions. An Xbox Series XS release is planned for late 2025. Next, Soulmask. Released in May 2024 on Steam, this open-world survival craft game drops you into a primitive land after you escape a sacrificial ritual, coming into possession of a powerful ancient mask. You start from nothing, gather resources, recruit tribesmen with unique talents, build up your clan, and explore biomes ranging from jungles and deserts to snow-covered mountains. Combat is deep and flexible. 8 weapon styles, 75 special action and combat skill modules, realistic physics, and the ability to take over NPC bodies with better abilities. You'll build bases, defend them with traps or walls, face rival tribes and wild beasts, or go solo or in multiplayer. The mask mechanic adds a mystical layer. Discover masks tied to ancient heroes, each granting special powers. And with hundreds of hours of content, if you like survival games with depth, customization, and tribal warfare, Soulmask delivers. ASKA. Released in early access in June 2024, this Viking survival crafting game by Sand Sailor Studio challenges you to lead a growing tribe through harsh seasons and mythical dangers. You begin by founding your settlement from scratch, gathering resources, building housing, workshops, farms, defenses, and managing villagers who have unique strengths, needs, and daily routines. Solo or with up to 3 friends, you'll explore a procedurally generated world filled with wilderness, ancient ruins, and hidden treasures. Combat is strategic, ranged and melee weapons, encounters with dangerous wildlife and supernatural foes, and seasonal threats like winter that demand preparation. Village management goes deep. Assign jobs, maintain food and morale, fortify your home, and rise to the challenge. If you love survival games that balance base building, community dynamics, and Viking myth, ASKA delivers a vivid journey for those ready to brave the elements. Number 7 bursting in, Smalland, Survive the Wilds. This open-world survival game shrinks you down to the size of an insect, turning forests, rivers, and caves into massive landscapes full of danger. You'll gather resources, craft gear, and build shelters, but the real twist is the insect world around you. Ants, beetles, spiders, grasshoppers. Each creature can be fought or even tamed and ridden as mounts. Weather, night cycles, and environmental hazards constantly keep you on edge. Exploration is key. Climb giant trees for breathtaking views, discover hidden areas, and unlock materials to progress. Solo or co-op with friends, you can customize your armor, expand bases, and face epic battles against hostile wildlife. If you're looking for a fresh spin on survival, Smalland delivers a huge adventure from a tiny perspective. Number 6. RuneScape, Dragonwilds. Released in early access on April 15, 2025, this standalone survival crafting game expands the RuneScape universe into a world of dragons, magic, and wild adventure. Set on the forgotten continent of Ashenfall, players can go solo or team up with up to 4 friends. You'll gather resources, build your base, craft gear, grow skills, cast survival spells, and face dangerous beasts, ultimately challenging the Dragon Queen herself. Key features include survival mechanics like hunger, fatigue, and temperature, a mix of handcrafted and procedurally generated regions, skill-based magic with anima that lets you reshape the world with powers like summoning spectral tools or exploding or veins, and waves of threats from wildlife to legendary dragons. There's also a roadmap full of promise, new regions such as Fell Hollow, new skills like ranged and farming, more quests, more enemies, base-building upgrades, and seasonal events. The game is expected to leave early access in early 2026 with plenty of expanded content. And at number 5 in our list of Valheim-like games, Nightingale. Released in early access in February 2024, this open-world survival crafting game by Inflection Games puts you in a magical Victorian steampunk world full of danger and mystery. You play as a realm walker who escapes a disaster on Earth through mystical portals and finds yourself in the Feywilds, procedurally generated realms with forests, swamps, deserts, and ancient ruins. You'll gather resources, craft weapons and tools, and build everything from simple shelters to grand estates, while managing hunger, stamina, and environmental hazards. Combat blends melee, firearms, and magic, while NPCs can be recruited to help in battles or gathering. Realm cards let you influence which worlds you enter, shaping resources, enemies, and challenges. Play solo or in co-op with up to 6 players. With stunning art design, deep survival systems, and endless exploration, Nightingale offers a unique, dreamlike yet dangerous survival adventure. Next up, Dune Awakening. Released on June 10, 2025 for PC, this open-world survival MMO from Funcom throws you into the harsh deserts of Arrakis. You begin as a player agent for the Bene Gesserit, in an alternate timeline where Paul Atreides was never born. Your mission: uncover the mystery of the missing Freeman, survive brutal environmental hazards like scorching heat, sandstorms, quicksand, and avoid drawing the attention of colossal sandworms. Core mechanics include base building, gathering resources, crafting gear and custom vehicles like ornithopters, and choosing your allegiances between houses Atreides or Harkonnen. PvE, PvP, and guild politics all play a major role, as does Spice, both as a resource and a driver of the in-game economy. You'll also need to manage thirst, stillsuits, combat tactics, and navigation of shifting territories wrought by storms and player conflict. With planned releases for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS in 2026, Dune Awakening aims to be one of the deepest, most ambitious survival MMOs of its kind. We've reached number 3 in our list, Enshrouded. Released into early access in January 2024, this survival action RPG from Keen Games blends crafting, exploration, and base building in a vast voxel world. You begin as a Flameborn with little more than courage, forced to reclaim Embervale, a land corrupted by a creeping mist called the Shroud. You'll scavenge ruins, battle monsters, forge weapons, build shelters, and plant NPCs in your settlement who unlock deeper crafting and quests. The Shroud zones are dangerous. You can stay only limited time before you must retreat or risk death. Along the way, you unlock abilities, skill trees, and special tools like gliders and grappling hooks to traverse the landscape more freely. Play solo or in co-op with up to 16 players. Gorgeous environments, dynamic building on voxel terrain, and a satisfying loop of exploration, survival, combat, and base expansion make Enshrouded one of the strongest Valheim-like experiences. Number 2, V Rising. Released in full in May 2024 on PC and shortly after on PlayStation 5, this action survival crafting game lets you walk in the shadows as a newly awakened vampire in a dangerous world. You'll start weak, needing to hunt for blood to regain strength, hide from sunlight, and build your castle strong enough to withstand threats. Gather resources, craft gear, recruit thralls, and customize your domain. Combat is dynamic. Mix melee, magic, and ranged attacks and fight bosses to unlock new power and progression. Major content updates keep the experience fresh. A new forest biome called the Oakvale Woodlands with deadly new enemies, expanded combat systems, updated blood types, risk-free PvP duels, and a castle arena are part of the additions in 2025. Play solo or with friends. PvE, PvP, alliances, betrayals, all are part of the mix. If you want a survival game that combines gothic horror, base building, and thrilling combat, V Rising stands tall as a top choice. As you might have guessed, number 1 is Valheim. Released in early access in 2021, this Viking survival game became a phenomenon and still dominates in 2025. You awaken in a vast world shaped by Odin's trials. Gather resources, craft weapons and armor, and build settlements from simple huts to mighty mead halls. Combat is weighty and rewarding, from fighting skeletons and sea serpents to defeating massive biome bosses that unlock progress. Exploration drives everything. Each biome, meadows, swamps, mountains, mistlands, and more, brings unique enemies and challenges. Weather and sailing add realism, while co-op makes every raid and building project epic. With updates that expand biomes, enemies, and mechanics, Valheim remains the ultimate survival adventure, the game that defined the genre. Before we finish our top 12 Valheim-like games, I'd like to talk about Light No Fire, one more project that doesn't make the list yet, but deserves a mention. This upcoming game by Hello Games is set on a fantasy planet the size of Earth, where survival, exploration, crafting, and building come together in a shared open world. You'll explore massive varied biomes, oceans, mountains, forests, and hidden ruins. Travel across real oceans with large boats and crews, climb peaks, dive underwater, tame mounts, maybe even dragons, and build settlements or bases that persist in the world. Multiplayer is core. Play alone or together, build communities, survive dangers, discover lore and mystery. Light No Fire promises RPG elements too, customizable avatars, quest-giving NPCs, fantasy combat with swords, bows, staffs. Though many details are still under wraps, the scale and ambition are clear. A sandbox survival experience with freedom, wonder, and cooperation at its heart. And our final bonus game, Crosswind. This upcoming pirate survival adventure is set in an alternate age of piracy, where you explore a procedural open world filled with seas, islands, and dark supernatural threats. You start as a betrayed courier stranded after a job gone wrong. You'll gather resources, build shelter and ship, craft weapons and tools, and recruit crew to survive. Combat includes Souls-like boss battles, naval skirmishes, and boarding operations, where fighting on land and sea blend seamlessly. Base building is deep. Expand your outpost, automate production chains, and manage NPC workers. Ship classes vary from nimble cutters to galleons, letting you choose your playstyle. Weather and environmental hazards challenge navigation and survival. Play solo or with friends, raid pirate clans, clash with empires, and uncover mysteries of ancient evil lurking beneath the waves. This has been GV Novice. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in our gaming verse.